One time, I was working at this job, and a supervisor, she was like, "How do you get your hair like that?" And my hair was an afro, and I'm like, "I wet my hair."
She tried to touch it next?
She tried to touch my hair.
What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets React, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited. Hopefully this is a good video.
Right.
If you're new to us and we're new to you, make sure you scroll down, hit the red subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell because we're on the road to 50K. And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to our channel, and if this is your first time tuning in with us, we want to say thank you and welcome. Thank you for choosing us. I am Nasipi Leila Sobahle.
And I'm Atule Alexandre. So today we decided to talk about a few things that annoy us as Africans that Americans like to say.
We wrote 10 things
Only
down.
10, but there's
Just
more.
only 10.
Huh.
But if you're
You got a list
African,
on.
there's definitely one or two that you might be able to relate to. Number one that I want to address. You speak such good English.
Oh gosh.
How do you
What do you
respond
say to that? I just say I went to school.
Are you sure you're from
Right.
Africa? You speak such good English.
Like, yeah, I am.
Guys,
We speak English in Africa. Good English.
There
that
are
is.
schools in Africa throughout the.
Okay, so from our perspective, I think that depending on the person that is speaking to the African, I feel like they're saying that based on how Americans speak English. For example, if you've been around on the channel for a long time, you have seen, you have heard our voices switch up. You know, we go from speaking, normal to speaking in our southern dialect to speaking, a little bit ratchet.
Yup.
So maybe because of that, and I feel like when I'm hearing Africans speak, they their pronunciation is more like they pronounce words a little better than what we would, along with their African accents.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe that's.
I don't know.
I mean, if I was to say that, that's what I would be thinking.
Right, but some people can make that statement to them, and instantly they probably wouldn't think that. I don't know what they would think.
Right.
Like, maybe what she said, they don't know what to say to stuff like that.
Right. And we have recently learned that on average, the average African speaks at least 3 languages.
Facts. So the tongue is fluent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The average American speaks English. That's it. And we don't know how to speak it that well.
Yeah, we really don't, huh? It's
So
crazy.
please, let's bear that in mind. We speak good English because that's what we are taught.
And English is one of our official languages in South Africa.
Right.
So
I don't know. I think what you were saying is, because now I'm hearing them and listen to your comment, it gives me like, they do give English a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess you could say beauty.
Yeah.
Like, they really polish their words when they do say it.
Yeah. You don't hear most of them speaking like with slang or.
Right.
You know.
It's giving me Paris.
Okay.
Almost. You know what I'm saying? So, because they do speak French. So that kind of run hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. And a lot of us speaks African American vernacular language, aka Ebonics. Okay. So maybe that's why.
Oh. So it could be a few things.
Information. We speak English. Number 2. How did you get here?
oh gosh.
Never,
On an
huh?
elephant's
That's
back.
like
A plane,
that's
right?
an everyday question.
On
for
an
me.
elephant's back.
That's an everyday.
Trust me. And it took me 12 months to get here. Guys, again.
I want
Again. There's airports. In South Africa, there's planes. Number 3. South Africa is a
No.
very dangerous country.
It's
Oh,
dangerous
God.
You must be
everywhere.
privileged to be here.
Guys, we
Wow.
are no longer living in the apartheid
Era.
era, so we've moved past that.
I
Okay.
also want to say that things that happened here in America over the past year and a half of me being back
are more
are
dangerous
crazy.
than what's happening in South Africa.
Can I just name a couple?
Girl.
In South Africa,
Sure.
I've never heard of a minor having access to a gun, going to school and shooting people.
No,
There
I
was a
don't think I
recent
ever heard that
shooting
either.
Somewhere in October, I think I was in South Africa.
Last year in Parkland.
There's just so many shootings.
Guys, you don't hear of
In
such
an
things in South
airport,
Africa.
it happened in Fort Lauderdale. Like, Njani, guys, such things don't happen in South Africa.
So how then can you say is South Africa dangerous?
Then somebody says to
Right.
me, my friend visited South Africa and she got robbed.
Guys, people get
It doesn't
robbed
get any dangerous than
everywhere.
that.
People get robbed everywhere.
It doesn't get any more dangerous than that.
Ah, my
Number
gosh.
4, how long does it take to get your hair braided?
Oh,
This
girl.
hair, guys, and I'm being
That
serious.
wasn't no black
I-
question. That wasn't no black question.
I'm like, yeah.
Nah,
Yeah, braid
that
is
wasn't a
braid.
sister that asked you that. If anything, she gonna ask you, "Can you do my hair like that?"
Right.
And how much you charging?
And we would rather go to an African hair shop to
Facts,
get
yeah.
our braids. So because there's more than one person doing your hair
Mm-hmm.
there. So
Yeah, that was a Yeah, that wasn't.
that was our other sisters and brothers who asked y'all that.
We got more.
Yeah.
Go press play. You crazy.
I've had this for like 2 weeks now, and every day I have to answer to Americans how long it took to get this hair braided. I really don't even know
I don't
how to
even
answer
have
that.
words
Like,
for.
guys, please do
I don't
not
have words
ask me that
for
question.
when it comes to hair. I don't have words because come on, we are 21st century.
Just
We
like
have
you
black
comb
people
your
are
hair
embracing their
differently.
beautiful natural hair. You should.
I wear my natural beautiful hair.
I
My
do
my
as
wife
well.
wears her natural beautiful
It's
hair.
just flat ironed right now, but
Yeah.
baby, I love my afro.
They ask me. I get asked from Americans. How long does it take to get my hair retwisted?
Uh,
I don't know. Like at some
No,
level though, I guess I can say at some level you can always take it as a compliment.
yeah.
Because it's-
Sometimes they do really mean well. They do.
Yeah,
They be
100%.
curious.
Yeah, curiosity always looks kind of odd to a person who does this on the normal.
Mhm.
But if you're coming to an environment where people don't see this type of style on the norm, then they're curious, and it's like it's different. Where you like what you're doing to get it done like that? Because I may want you to put me on.
No, it was this one time. I was working at this job, and a supervisor, she was like, "How do you get your hair like that?"
Mm.
And my hair was an afro, and I'm like, "I wet my hair."
She tried to touch it next.
She tried to touch my hair. Bruh, don't. It's one thing to come into my personal space, but don't put your hand in my hair.
Yeah,
That is so disrespectful. Let's continue.
yeah. Like,
You should know. I mean,
Guys, this annoys me the most. I'm not gonna lie. Like, please don't ask me that question. Number 5.
Number 5.
Do you speak African?
Oh God. You know, when it comes to that question, I'm always like, are you trying to say Afrikaans? Or are you really serious about this African thing? Are you trying to say Afrikaans? I mean, if you made that mistake, I'll allow. But no, I don't speak African. I speak English, I speak Xhosa, and then maybe other languages.
other languages,
African,
right?
is that a real language? Do you speak American? No, serious. Do you know, honestly, when I get asked that question, I always look at the person and I'm like, maybe you made a mistake.
Maybe you mean Afrikaans.
Yes. I mean, I
No,
would
they
say,
don't be meaning
you
that.
try-
They
I
probably don't
usually
even
say
know
Afrikaans.
that.
They don't
They
be
don't
meaning
know.
that.
Oh Lord.
I don't know
I
what
wonder-
be going through their head.
I bet one of their questions that they probably get asked a lot is no, I'm not gonna say. Yeah, they probably get asked a lot that Africa is a country.
Yeah.
I bet that pops up. I bet that pops up.
How Africa was presented to us,
Mhm.
it was presented as this big, beautiful shaped continent is a country.
Right, yeah. So
That's how it was shaped. I mean, that's how it was presented. It wasn't
Presented, right,
presented
right,
as this is a continent. It has 55, I think. 55 countries. I think it's 55.
Somewhere around that line.
Yeah.
Come for me. Not my big.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's going to come up.
I
That
think
question
it
is
would.
not
I think it would. You know what I'm saying?
But for me, I would ask, which language do you speak? Because I
Right.
know there's a lot of different languages. A lot. So I
Yeah.
don't even know the number. In the hundreds, maybe.
Yeah, so respect to them for even like knowing multiple languages, and then on
Yeah.
top of that, learning English. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So
To my surprise, they always say no. What's Afrikaans? And I'll be like, oh my gosh, this person really meant to say you speak African.
Akayazi. Guys, we have 11 official languages in South Africa,
South
including
Africa
English.
alone.
Including English.
And that's South
including
Africa.
English. Number
South-
6. Which country in South Africa are you from?
Oh my god.
oh no, I thought that was it. What was I say?
And that's a legit question, guys. We can ask that question.
That's
Which country
similar
is
to
South
the
Africa? And then
continent.
you
Yeah.
Geographically speaking.
and then you have to explain that no, South Africa
Africa
is actually a
a
country
country.
on its own.
Africa is a continent, and in that continent there is South Africa.
Yeah, you see, I like how you got.
No follow-up question.
They know because they gotta talk with their hands too when they explaining stuff. Because when you gotta break it down like that,
Yeah.
you gotta let them know like, yeah, this is how it's supposed to be here. Then you in that, yeah, you gotta do
Yeah.
all that stuff.
And if you explain, so where is South Africa?
Oh.
It's the southern
It's in
part.
Cape Town. It's in Cape Town.
Oh, they gonna pull their legs now.
Cape Town.
Recipe, please educate. Don't mislead them even more. So those are the type of things that we have to deal with. It either you get so annoyed that you just
No.
end up misleading them.
You
know?
South Africa is in Cape Town. Cape Town is the country, and South
Tell
Africa.
her to stop. Tell her to stop, please.
Number 7. Okay, I just said please and thank you. I feel like in the industry that we are in, hospitality and tourism, you find guests that just walk up to you, no acknowledgement whatsoever.
Oh gosh.
Do you know where the bathroom is?
Oh,
And
they're
then you
not in
tell
the
them.
South. Wait, she
And then
said.
they just walk away.
And you're like, yo,
How find
She
guests
said Fort
that just
Lauderdale.
walk up to you,
So that's Florida.
no acknowledgement whatsoever.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I am
Do you know where the
surprised.
bathroom is?
and then you tell them.
And then they just walk away.
And you're like, yo,
How Hi, Atile. How are you today?
Right.
You don't even have to ask how I am. Like, hi, Atile. Oh, hi. Do you mind directing me to the bathroom?
Oh, and there's a classic one. This is not related. There's a classic one. Say perhaps you fall or you have an accident. We as South Africans will say, oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
And then Americans like to say, oh, it's not your fault. Yeah, we know. Oh, but we're just saying sorry that it happened to you.
Sorry
It's-
that it happens to you.
We're just saying sorry.
I know.
They
I
don't
know.
say sorry.
I know.
Please, thank you, sorry.
No.
3 important words.
You know,
That's funny.
Number 8. You're from South Africa? I have a friend in Kenya. Do you know them?
Crickets. Crickets.
Mm.
That's a good one where you're just like, actually, it's.
You want me to go find her for you?
I know everybody.
I know.
What you want me to say to that?
Number 9.
Number 9. The click. Like, say something.
Oh, how people always.
Imagine, guys.
I'm guessing.
Like, languages are all different, right? Like,
Or the
French, for
the click
example,
languages.
there are
Close up.
sounds that we can't pronounce.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're not gonna walk up to a French person and say, "Oh, you're French." Say something that goes. Now you must think of.
No. Okay, so this is I don't know about that one because from being from New Orleans, and granted I haven't lived in New Orleans since I was 13 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So I have lost that strong accent that I once had. I remember after Katrina and I was living in a new city and people would ask me to say baby.
Oh yeah, the old one, baby, the old
You know,
classic.
Yeah, and they just kept asking me to say certain phrases over and over and over again because I still had that strong accent. But now since I've gone through, voice training and all of that, I kind of lost it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you make me mad. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it comes up.
But I think that's what that comes from. So that's an American thing. We ask people to say things
I think it's
just
like
to hear the accent.
I don't think for them is the accent. I think it's for them is the dialect.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's how they. I think it's the language of it that they say because it's different. I think that kind of runs with accent.
Maybe. Just to hear it
From English
for
to
their
French.
own enjoyment.
From English to French. It's like, oh, you speak French too? Say something in French type of
Right,
stuff
right.
maybe. But for us, it's more like an accent. Like,
We
yo,
just wanna hear
we
it.
want to hear that slang.
Yeah. So maybe that's what it is.
Words that think like.
Yeah, see, it's more like the switching of
now
the.
you must think of words because they want to. First of all, Xhosa does not only have clicks. It's a language.
It's like language.
It's a it's a language. That sentence did not even have a click. So if you come up to us and you ask us to say something that has a click, you want us to think of a word that has click so that we can wow you. We're not going to do
For their
that
own
anymore.
enjoyment.
And
Yeah.
how do you even teach somebody how to say the click?
Right?
That was actually
You see, some people want to do that for their own enjoyment
Right.
and for their own clout. And when I
To
say
learn
that,
the word.
well, I don't even think it's more so to learn the word. It's to tell somebody they heard the word.
Okay.
Because it's in their conversation that makes them look good. They did something outside of their group.
Right. Yeah. It's crazy how we're just so curious about other things, but we don't teach ourselves. And I'm saying we, but I
No,
don't
you're
really
right.
mean we.
No, you're right.
We don't teach ourselves new things to
We-
wow ourselves.
Yeah,
you know?
we rather hear somebody say it, take it in for the moment, go tell somebody what we just heard, and then back to the norm. It's like
Yeah.
we don't stop there and be like, so where do you find that I can learn this type of, you know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
never real learning stage. It's like, wow me.
Yeah,
It's
you
there.
only have one life to live. Go invest in a hobby. Go learn something new. You know?
Facts.
where I was going to for the last one. What is your name? How do you say your what's that, huh? And you're like, Na-si-pi. Oh, I can never remember that.
Oh wow! And now you must think
And
of
now you
another
must
name
think-
or
What I wanted to say is, you know how I have two names, Nasipi, Leila, Sobal. First, middle, last. And they'll be like, say maybe you call me by Nasipi and they know me by Leila. Oh, did she just call you by your real name? What do you mean, my
Those are
real
both
name?
names.
What do you mean? I have a first name, a middle name, and a last name. Nasipi Leila Sobal.
And in my case, because Atule is not common, and you know what? Actually, I do forgive people because they do try. But my name
Some people
in
try.
America is Athule.
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 Oh yeah,
The pronunciation
No,
changes.
it's Atule. Like the number two, Atule. You can't
you
say
don't want-
two. You know what I mean? But yeah, guys.
Oh, I
few
like that
tips.
they're gonna give tips.
Because we
We don't really go by our middle names. Like on paper, yes, but nobody is going around saying Sierra. I'm not gonna say my middle name for security purposes, but
I think what's going
Yeah.
on with that is if you get called by your middle name here in America, it's probably gonna come off as flirtatious or somebody's
Yeah, it's
picking,
not
like just being a
annoying.
joking thing like that. They gotta really know you to just do that. But and another thing though, if they ain't gonna call you by your name, they're gonna be like, I'm not good with name, I'm good with faces.
right.
That's gonna be the one.
Yeah.
Take some time to learn about Africa, learn about the different cultures, the different languages,
the diversity.
you know, because we take some time to learn your names, to learn about your country.
And it comes easy to us. We understand it's not your language or it's something that you are not familiar with. But also think of the same fact that let's turn the tables around. English was never our first language as well.
Exactly.
Your names, they might come easy to us because, wow, okay, we made the effort.
Exactly. Exactly. But the thing is, they're able to pronounce like Van Gogh. Like these artists want, but you can't say Atule. Like you're playing. But anyway, if you are South African or African for that matter, I'm sure out of the 10 things that we have mentioned, there's one that you can actually relate to. That you have actually, that's a commonality to you actually. Guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to our channel yet, do the most. Like we like to say, what are you waiting for? Oh my.
Yes,
That's what's
that
up, that's
is
what's up.
a nice video. Lovely, lovely ladies. Check out their channel.
Yep.
This was a good conversation.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
So we hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you like to support the channel that way.
Check it out.
As well as our join feature to become a VIP member
Don't want to miss
of
it.
the channel. Check out the description box below for the request form and more goodies. We'll see you soon.
Peace.